Okay, so let's create our method to return a command node array. Let's start out the same way we did the last one. We'll make this a private method. The return type is going to be a command node array. And let's call it generate command nodes. Now, the only 2 points of information that we need to create our command node array are the time span. So let's add that. Time span, let's just call this span. And we also need our information to actually create our command, which in this case is a type of level, and let's just call this level. Alright, so that returns our, or that starts off our method. Now, there's 2 ways you can go about this. For our command node array, since all we're doing is we are setting up just one command per channel, saying, hey, turn it on to 100%, we could actually just automatically create an array that only has one value to it, and then just set that command to the array of index 0. But most effects are going to have multiple commands to each channel. So I think it's beneficial to learn this way to do it. The easiest way to, if we don't know exactly how many commands, or we don't know the exact amount of items that are going to be in our array, the easiest way is to create a list and then just convert that list to an array. So let's create a list of type command mode, or command node, sorry, equals, oh, we gotta name it. Let's just call these command nodes. Equals new list command node. Okay, so we have our list of command nodes, which we can just add command nodes to it and then return it converted to an array. So all we need to do is create our command node and then add it to the list. So to do that, let's create a new command node. Let's call this new node. And we are going to set this to a new command node. I don't know why I keep saying mode. It's command node. Now, if you remember, we took a look at command nodes already, but let's take a look again. In command node, this is the constructor we are going to be using. We are going to create a new command node, and then we have to give it a command, the start time, and then basically the duration, which in our case is going to be the entire time span. So first of all, our first part is going to be the command. Ours is going to be a new, got to create a new command, a new lighting .monochrome .set level command, and in that we are going to send it our level. Now you can hit a comma here, that'll get our next part is going to be our start time. If you hit enter here, just so you know, it can go through multiple lines. It makes it a little easier to read. So our start time. Now, as far as this effect is concerned, we're going to start at 0, which is exactly when this effect is called. So basically what we have to do, and 0 is not a time span type. So we have to convert 0 to a time span. And to do that, you just type time span dot from milliseconds. In other words, 0 is our milliseconds. We're starting at 0 milliseconds, and in parentheses 0. So now we're starting at the very beginning of the effect. And we want it to run to the for the whole duration of the effect. So our last part is just going to be span, which is the time span sent to us. So there is our new command is created. Let's just add that command to our command nodes list. So command nodes, oops, try that again. Try it a third time. Command nodes dot add. And we are just going to add our new node. Okay, so that's great. This is the only command we need to create for each channel. So we have it in a list. So now all we have to do, let's just return that list as an array. And there you have it. Now you have all of your command nodes generated. So we can go back to our generate channel data and create that command node array. So all we have to do, we are creating a command node array. Command node array, that is the type. Let's just call it command nodes. And we'll set that equal to generate command nodes. Now once you type the parentheses, you need to fill in what we want to send to it. We're just sending time span and our level, which we called level. Okay, so there you have it. Now there was just one more thing we needed to do for each of our channels, and that was add the array to our dictionary. Now our dictionary is channel data, and this is how you add something to a dictionary. Basically you put a bracket, and we needed to give it that GUID, which is our channel ID dot ID equals command nodes. So basically what this does is this adds a dictionary entry for channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, and it sets it to our command nodes array that we worked out in that other method. Now, believe it or not, that is the entire code that we have to run to actually create our channel data. So all we have to do to basically finish out this part of the tutorial is do as we said we were going to do before, and that is set our channel data object here, channel data, equal to the return value of generate channel data. And we need to send the information. If you remember correctly, we were sending target nodes and then time span and level, which in this case we're just going to send 100. Now you'll notice I make this mistake all the time. Because I named time span here, this populated with time span that is not available in this scope. The one we actually want is this one. And there you have it. So now a quick review of what's going on. When Vixen needs needs our effect pre-rendered, we are setting our channel data to generate channel data. It's bouncing over to channel data. It's going through each of the node in the nodes that this effect is set to, and then in each one of those, each channel in each of those nodes, we are creating a command node array, and then we are returning it all back. Okay, so let's go ahead and build it and see if it works. Okay, build succeeded. That's always a good sign. And then let's open up our Vixen application. Create a new time sequence. And you will see we have our effect up here in effect tutorial. Let's drag that down to a channel. You will see it is all white, meaning that it's at 100%. This is on channel 2. So let's go ahead and play the sequence. We should see one channel pop up. There you have it. Notice it will stay on because we did not tell it to turn off at the end of the effect. And we can also test it applying it to a group of channels. So let's hit play. We should see them all pop on. Oop, I lost my display there. Let's try that again. There you go. They all turned on. So we are done phase 1 of the tutorial. Now, one thing I do want to point out, I know this part is getting a little long, but there's really not that much more information. So one thing I do want to find out, one of the problems I talked about with the parameter values that I found out is even though we have no parameters, if we double click this to edit it, it will Vixen is still looking for an editor. It's not really supposed to at this point. So Casey knows about this. He's the one who told me that, okay, it's an issue and we'll take care of it. So hopefully that issue will be gone. So in the next parts, that's all fine and dandy. We got something that could turn it on to 100%. It would really be nice if we could have the user be able to edit that and maybe turn it on to 50% or 60%. And that is what we will work on in the next couple parts.